Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Huff. And a throw right sideline is complete.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Huff. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know,
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control, now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Huff. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, Huff. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Watson, off play action. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. The Browns had 8-3 now. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st and 10, Huff, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Through one quarter, 14-7.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. It's Mixon on the counter. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Back to throw. Huff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland 1st. Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah.
We never